Good evening, everyone. Oh, wow, the camera's over here. My name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip, and we have some great guests on with us tonight. We have I Ski-Doo and I Only Seek Eurydice. Gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
I'm lovely.
I'm doing swimmingly. How is George today?
Doing really well. I just realized that I was going to set up chat over here so that way I could look at the camera at the same time I had chat. But now I have to look over here to see chat because I was trying to get the colors all working beforehand. So let's just show that off. If you type in exclamation color point and give it a hexadecimal code 800833, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. It should. It's getting there slowly. Wait for it back there. There it goes. There it goes. So two different sets of lights. We have the Govee lights and the Philips Hue. And now when you type in exclamation point color with at least a hexadecimal value, it changes all of the lights. Govee is really slow because we're not direct controlling the lights. We're actually going through their API using an API key they generated. So it goes from here out to the internet and then back here, and it goes individually to each light. Each light is its own server. They don't have a hub like Philips Hue.
Right.
Hi, Sammy Higgins. Welcome. Iron Fox, Higher Peanut. Welcome as well. So that's where we are. That is the wrong one. There we go. So we have the new camera over here. This is a Sony ZV-1, which I was actually just explaining to I Ski-Doo and Dice. Do not use or purchase a Sony ZV-1 as a playfield camera, which was the original intent. When we had done testing previously, I thought it was a little funky because it felt like it was in 30 frames per second. And the only way, at least at the version of firmware I have, now that I say that out loud, maybe I should check to see if there's an upgrade. But the only way to set the HDMI output to something greater than 30 frames per second is to go into high frame rate mode. I think it's HFM. And to do that, it drops the image quality down drastically to go into that. But it's for certain. It's outputting at least 60 frames per second. It also doesn't seem to maintain 60 frames per second really well while it's doing that. So as a face cam or a player cam, or as Manu would call it, Manu! That's right. I've got a new audio file for you, so that way you don't have to have Will Smith associated with you. Sorry about that.
Not so topical.
Yes. And MPT3K, man, I was online with the ZV-1 manual for about 3 hours trying to figure out how to get it to operate at 60 frames per second. Talk to me about the ZV-1. Your findings are incorrect. Well, and I do want to throw out, it wasn't that it was bad, it just wasn't amazing. It wasn't this quality. And the only way to get like that liquid smooth that I found, and hey, I will throw it out there, Manu is amazing when it comes to cameras. So Manu, if you're telling me I am wrong, I will just assume that I am wrong in this case, and we can figure out how to make the ZV-1 work. Will Smith can be in stream welcome sounds again in 10 years, exactly. Right? That also happens to be in line with the Academy Awards. Who will allow Will Smith to once again be a part of the Academy Awards in a decade. Yeah, but really, don't forget to remove that sound. Thanks. Yeah. Yes, that was done. I'm just going to do that now.
So bent out of shape about him not being a part of the Academy or any of that. He hasn't made a good movie for the last 15 years.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, we're going to do this live. I mean, there was the movie he did.
We're doing this live. Can we do a new song?
Joe! Hi!
If we're live replacing Manu's sound effect, could it be like me going, movie sign, it's Manu Smith, that's the Smith who brings the pinball riffs to you. It's Manu Smith.
That was perfect. We just need to clip that and then convert that into an MP3 file, and that will be Manu's new sound when he comes in. It's funny. I'm looking for.
Apologize, Manu.
I'd rather his new sound just be you blowing the train whistle.
Oh man, that train whistle is awesome. I still don't have it. Okay, so I just update. Okay, you now no longer have a sound file. I'm gonna give you a temporary sound file. Let's go here. So I think it's under sounds. And what are we getting here? All right, so we could do yada 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 from what's that called? Where you have, did you yada 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 sex? That's from Seinfeld. Yep. The opening a beer sound effect. That's interesting. Can't buy a bucket by NBA Jam. Yes, MPT3K, we absolutely can. That's just going to require a little bit more work. Let's see here. The Batman transition comical sound effect? Huh. I'm going with that. I don't even know what that is.
The one that's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'll bet that's it. I'll bet that's it. Which MLP character sound should Manu? I have all of the My Little Pony character sounds. I have a folder that Firepower. Was it Fire? Oh no, wait. Hold up. It is not Firestorm sent to me.
The veterinarian is here.
Surreal. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you.
How did the birthing go?
It is going.
I think it's called the kittening.
It must be. There are kittens coming out of a cat and existing.
I am behind on the going-ons of Twitch and the Discord world. What is the cat in a cat thing that's happening?
Oh, a stray cat that my daughter brought home is giving birth in the other room right now. So that's why I'm late.
Okay, right now.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Calling has begun.
Oh,
I
it's right there.
suppose, sure.
I may be a tad late. I'm helping deliver a litter of kittens. I sheet you not.
That's correct.
I was going to ask, where are you delivering them?
Right into a towel, actually. And thankfully not on our brand new carpet. So
Okay.
Oh no.
That's funny. My second dog I ever had was a Great Dane, and her name was Kato. And Kato decided she was going to have her 10 puppies on my mom and stepdad's brand new bed, and there was no moving her once she decided that she was having her babies right there.
no, there are too many moving parts. And they're,
Look at the
they're all
entire
connected.
sheet from all four corners.
Yeah.
Lift it up.
Yeah, you could move the bed maybe. That's your option.
Yeah. Well, she was I'm a 190-pound Great Dane. She was a monster.
Yeah, it sounds challenging.
Yes.
I'm not convinced they can all be Great Danes. Some of these have to be below average Danes.
Okay, Danes.
Eligos, welcome to the stream. Are we on ball?
Great Dane.
All right. So, oh, nice. I already have orange. I wonder, did I get orange for full plunging? Huh. And there's another orange. So if we're trying to up the value of our modes, what we do here is go and try and grab as many of the same colored records as possible. And I don't know how to hit it. The orange is now on this internal loop up here, which is kind of hard to see. But man, does that playfield camera look awesome. Yeah, MPT3K, I gotta hit you up about this ZV1 because I was stuck trying to get that to operate.
Devo Pub subscribing with Prime for 2 months.
Steve! Oh, Pub! Now,
You're paying your money.
Or otherwise known as Escher.
Yeah.
Bebop.
Wasting your money watching someone else play pig.
now, Escher, I heard you won like a little side tournament kind of thing at a pretty big event here recently. How did that go?
Shout out to District 82, baby.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you have not made the pilgrimage yet, right, Jordan?
I have not made the pilgrimage, but man, do I want to. That seems to be the hot spot for all of the Whoppers and just wherever all the cool kids are going. Side tournament worth 98 Whoppers. Congratulations again, Escher. That's awesome.
Orlando Saturday tourney. That's where I met Elwin for the first time. And I gotta admit, like, I acted kind of dumb. I looked over, I'm like, shit, I know you. He's like, yeah, a lot of people here know me.
That's awesome.
Isn't Whopper the name of the computer in War Games?
Well, I thought that was Joshua. Oh, you mean
Well,
like
that's
the acronym?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Whopper is the name of a delicious Burger King hamburger and the name of a below average candy.
You're not a fan of Whoppers?
The malted milk balls, I'll eat them if they're around, but the older I get, the less I'm more into chocolatey things.
I think they're good for one, just to remind you that you don't like them.
There are so many candies I feel like I enjoy that are exactly that. Milk Duds are another one for me, like just enough to remember that I get frustrated by how much chewing is necessary.
He's on time.
War
Snivy.
Operation Plan Response. What Whopper stands for. In the movie.
Sorry, what was that? Oh,
Whopper
that was
he
what
referring
Whopper.
to.
Yep. Snivy, welcome to the stream on time. Welcome. Not a great game.
Lots of Whoppers.
Oh, hey, try to tilt asking which cam for the playfield. Okay, so the playfield is an Sony A6500 with an E-mount power zoom lens, which is more irritating than helpful. It is a 16 to 50 millimeter 3.5 to 5.6 lens. Milk Duds were great the one time I had them, Higher Peanut says.
So what about the zoom lens is causing you issues?
The fact that it resets every time is every time I turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, it's like a motorized zoom. It's not like something that's like on a twist or something.
Exactly. Yeah, if it was on a twist, I could leave it and it would be at that same zoom every time. You know, I wonder if that's a setting I might be able to put into the camera somehow to like not readjust or at least remember the zoom. I'm
some more
definitely
research to do.
right.
Oh, surreal. Don't tell me you actually like Juji fruits.
Okay.
All right, I'll say it.
Oh, okay. If you're looking for chew content, oh yeah, that's chewing for days. You feel like a cow with a piece of cud.
I don't know. I like Mike and Ike's for that because they don't last too long, but they last long enough.
I feel the Juji fruits have just enough clinch that it feels like your teeth are going to be pulled out of their sockets, but it doesn't quite happen.
You know.
I'm surprised
terrible.
everybody's used Juji fruits to get over their chewing tobacco.
Really?
Well, I'm because it's like the same amount of chewing with like 99% less moisture.
You get like halfway through a box of Juju fruits and your jaw is like wants to lock up.
Your mouth is cemented shut.
You're like, I can't chew anymore. I can't open my mouth.
I have I have a taste for Reese's Pieces every once in a while. It's not something I can have all the time, but every once in a while I just want an entire mouthful of Reese's Pieces.
And why do they seemingly only come in gallon-sized bags?
It is hard to find a small bag of Reese's.
No person should be eating this many Reese's Pieces.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I also enjoy holding the Reese's for about a minute so that when you put them in, the shells just sort of break apart and everything disintegrates.
You know, this time of year, if you want smaller bags of Reese's Pieces, they have only orange Reese's Pieces in these conical bags with a green tail on them to make them look like carrots to put in people's Easter baskets. And those are kind of individual serving size in the shape of a carrot, but Reese's Pieces.
Joe Hill's out here being the real hero.
Well, that's the thing is because I have a child that I have to buy Easter candy for, I spend a lot of time thinking about, well, not a lot. I spend 15 minutes a year evaluating Easter candy, which is more than I spend evaluating any other kind of candy, really, except maybe Christmas and Halloween. But like, you know, out of my 45 minutes a year of candy evaluation, this is a third of it right there.
Huh.
All right, guys.
In Canada,
Where do we stand on Cadbury eggs?
Don't like them.
I love it.
I also love them.
In Canada, the Reese is just said Reese. There's no pluralization, so it's very weird.
They
So
were
it's
made
like
by the brothers of
Reese
Malcolm in the
cups. Instead of Reese's cups, it's just Reese cups. So bizarre.
I don't like that.
Wait, you don't like Reese's Cups?
No, I don't like cutting it down to just Reese. Like it feels like an old friend is gone.
It is weird, yeah. Like, I thought it was like a typo. I was watching the Pinballers stream, and they said, "Oh, we have the Reese," and I was like, "You don't say Reese, it's Reese's." And they showed me the package, and I was like, "Okay." Screw Canada. Apparently, they decided it's going to be Reese.
Huh.
And to anyone out there who pronounces it Reese's, yeah, I'm sending a priest to your house.
Reese's.
Find that
They call
right.
them Reese's Pieces, and I'm like, ugh.
Reese's Pieces.
Thank you.
But sometimes I probably say it wrong just because somebody else said it, and I just pick right up on it.
Sammy's absolutely correct. The Reese cup sounds like a slow stroke.
All right, next up, you guys threw out Cadbury eggs. What are your thoughts on candy corn?
Nope.
You gotta go with the high end made from actual honey. If you're getting corn syrup candy corn, I know it's technically more fidelity because it's actually made from corn, but it's garbage. You get the honey candy corn and you're happy. You don't, and you're miserable.
I have only ever had the cheap crap. I didn't know there was high quality candy corn.
I've only ever liked one kind, and it was when
This is
it was
much?
Culver's candy corn.
But we're talking about the difference between like a $2 bag and a $4 bag, right? So like, you know, it's once a year. Get the $4 one that's the good honey.
I only spend a maximum of 25 cents when they're like 90% off at CVS.
Okay. And Mr. Hardluck, welcome to the stream. Interactive chess. See, I'm so excited now to try high quality candy corn, but I'm a ridiculous fan of the inexpensive candy corn.
Oh, well, then, like, that's like if you're like, oh, I already like French fries. And I'm like, George, there's this restaurant in New Orleans that does duck fat fries with aioli, and you're gonna love it. It's like that sort of step up.
Okay. I
We're
do
about to
love
get
fries.
real bougie with it.
We have a restaurant that does that in Portland, Maine, and the actual name of the restaurant is called Duck Fat.
It's the best. I love it.
Did anyone read Snivy's poem? while
I missed
left?
a poem?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
No,
missed one. No.
We were just vibing.
All right, I got this. I gotta say, this place is chill. I love coming here with time to kill. The people are nice. The streamer is cool. The gameplay is awesome. You honestly rule. Lots of fun topics. Such wonderful talk. No reason to leave or take a walk. Stay awesome, you guys. Keep on rocking. The fun you create, it's truly shocking. That was awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very
Snivy
nice.
does a flop. I know, just like, missed it again.
The
Nope.
take a walk line, George. That just made me think of whenever you were about to do an ad roll. I'll be like, I'm gonna go walk around the block. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Do you remember the funny commercials? You're like, oh, you're doing an ad? Oh, I've got to go walk the dog. I don't have a dog, but suddenly feel the need to walk him.
Oh goodness, look at my wrist. My porcupine's in the oven. I'll be right back.
Actually, we do make porcupines. Are you making a joke, or do you make porcupines?
I've made porcupine bread.
Okay, we have meatballs in our family that we name porcupines because they're basically meatballs with rice in them. It gets al dente kind of cooked. They're really good.
That sounds fun.
Wait. So when you put the rice in the meatballs, it's raw, but then it like steams inside the meatball?
Yeah, sort of. It's like the rice, instead of absorbing water, absorbs delicious fat.
Okay, see, what I've been doing with my rice cooker lately is cooking the rice in chicken broth, which is fantastic. But I love the idea of having it absorb the ground beef juice. That is really interesting.
Yeah, the recipe is about as easy as it gets. You make meatballs with rice in them. It's like 1 pound of meat to a cup of rice. Mix it all up, put in some garlic or onions or whatever you want, and then
I might have accidentally made this before because Costco sells these stuffed bell peppers with rice and ground beef in them, and I always assumed that the rice was pre-cooked, but maybe it wasn't.
maybe not.
I might have baked this 8 or 9 times because I've had these stuffed bell peppers where you've got like cheese and rice and meat inside them, and it's kind of the same concept. You just throw it in the oven for 55 minutes with foil over it, and you're great.
Well, with this we do 30 minutes on 375, I think it is, and then take marinara sauce and cover the whole top and cook it for another 30, and then
That sounds amazing.
it is good to go.
Sorry, but did I hear you correctly that you were cooking them with, was it hedgehogs?
They're called porcupines because they have sort of al dente rice in them. So I don't
Okay.
know. We just have always called them porcupines. That's generation 3 now that they were called porcupines. So I don't know.
But they're just called porcupine. You don't actually eat porcupines, right?
Not these days, no. But I have no
Okay.
idea what the Great Depression was like. So
Okay.
And for that, we're all grateful.
Yes.
You know, it's funny because I was trying to explain to my kid today. She was mad that her generation didn't have a name yet. And I'm like, well, the thing is, you want your generation to get a good name later rather than a bad name right away. Like the baby boomers, they got named when they were babies, and it stuck. But like the greatest generation saved the world from fascism and then got to be called the greatest generation in their 30s. So maybe you don't want your generation to have a name for another 2 decades or so.
What is your kid's
baby boomers
generation?
got named twice for 2 different generations, it seems like. Or is that just regular boomers?
No,
I don't know. I'm
boomers
not
and
hip
baby
to
boomers are the same.
To the kid jive these days.
And
I'm a
anyone born in the
boomboxer.
last 3 years, they're either the children of the corn or they're the coronials.
Oh. Sorry, coronials?
Either the coronials or the children of the corn.
I feel like you're saying corn slightly, like, I don't know what that word means.
As in
Oh,
quarantine?
because quarantine. Thank you. Yes, I knew there was something there, and I just looked over. Yeah, nope, totally makes
I
sense
didn't get
now.
it either, George. You're good.
I think we should call them the Branch Covidians.
Oh
I'm sorry, the what?
The branch Covidians.
no! So David Koresh created a cult called the Branch Davidians, based out of Waco, Texas.
Yeah, it worked out great for everybody.
It did not.
Just kidding. There was fire and lots
We know
of
who
bullets
he
and death. I don't know. Maybe that's a Texas deep cut.
Okay, Alex says spoilers.
Or that's a 2x on the super jackpot. Let's see if we can hit this. Nope.
I never asked y'all, what are y'all drinking tonight?
Oh, excellent question. Hey, I think I actually have, yeah, look at that. Autofocus is turned on. So that's a pineapple vodka and soda. How about you guys?
I'm sporting a LaCroix Pamplemousse and vodka.
At least
That's grapefruit.
Sounds good.
I have a great value diet root beer.
I've got
I
a Long Branch Wild Turkey on the rock. That's Matthew McConaughey's Wild Turkey.
And I've got a George Dickel, which is a Tennessee whiskey from Tullahoma, Tennessee,
Coke,
and
dude.
Coke.
And Coke. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm doing footage review for my next episode. Like, while we're chatting, I'm like ingesting video into my editing laptop and stuff.
Please don't talk about George's Dickel.
I can't remember if I've had Dickel or not.
It's
I
pretty
feel like
good.
that's something I'd know.
If you
Okay,
only
here's
know
the, here,
Jack, you don't
here's the
know.
thing: is if you get the chance to go to, if you're going to Tennessee for the Jack Daniels tour, the George Dickel tour is like 15 miles away, and the big
Oh, okay.
difference.
I actually have been on the Jack Daniels tour.
So
which is
the difference between the
great.
Jack Daniels tour and the George Dickel tour is the Daniels tour is all about the history of Jack Daniels and the company, whereas the George Dickel tour is all about, hey, we built this factory, or what we rebuilt this distillery so that everything is electricity optional. We came back after they banned alcohol and we're making alcohol again, and you know what? If they ban electricity next, we'll be ready for it. All of their scales are these gigantic triple beam balances. All of their boilers have electrical components, but they also have a place underneath where they can put like, just here's a pallet full of firewood. Like, they're like, technically the only thing that we can't accurately reproduce without electricity is, what's that thing where you use like optics to tell what the molecular composition of something is?
Spectrum analyzer.
Yeah,
Spectrometer?
yeah. We can't do molecular spectroscopy without electricity, but that's really just what the tasters are for anyway. So
Well, I feel like that's just a stationary bike and a few Red Bulls away, though.
yeah. So their whole thing is they're just like their entire facility is built so that they can outlast civilization, and it's really cool. Because you see how they've got everything hooked up to electricity now, but how they could just swap in coal or like people pushing things tomorrow if they had to.
So Chaotix is drinking a tropical mango ghost energy drink.
Nice.
Generously donated 100 bits.
Oh, it's over there.
And
Thank you again, Chaotix.
is doing a diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper. That's my not diet, but Dr. Pepper in general has become my backup when I'm out of Mountain Dew as my soda of choice. Didn't used to be that way though.
Where
Say it
does
again?
Big Red fit into the equation?
Big Red the gum?
No, Big Red the soda. Maybe that's a South thing.
Oh, I don't know Big Red.
It's a red cream soda.
Yeah, it's red and it tastes mildly of bubble gum.
I don't think we have that in Tennessee. That might be a Texas thing.
I
Maybe
think
a
I've seen it in
Louisiana
other
Delta.
places. It's definitely not a North thing, so
I've
maybe
never
you're
had
right.
it. For me, definitely not.
Chaotix, I have tried Dr. Pepper cream soda.
I don't know. It takes driving 10 hours in any direction to leave the state, so I don't do it often.
George, Iron Fox is asking if you got your sun drop yet.
I did. So I have the Sun Drop. What I don't have right now is the tea. Was it tea vodka, Joe? I'm supposed to get. Like sweet tea vodka.
No, Sundrop. It was designed to cut moonshine, right? So you can mix it with moonshine and it'll still taste pretty okay. You can mix it with things that taste pretty good already, and it comes out great. There's a drink that I have in the summer called a sangria, where I take some red wine, I slice up some apples and orange slices, throw them in there, and then top it off with some Sundrop and ice cubes. Fantastic. You might think
Last time
Go on.
Sorry, last time you were talking about Sundrop and like a tea vodka or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
That's what I'm saying. Is Sundrop is in my opinion, the ultimate mixer. It was designed to cut moonshine, and as a result, it can cut almost anything.
Oh.
Moonshine.
find that
So
shot.
if you think about the name Moonshine Sundrop, Mountain Dew is also kind of
Oh.
a cool thing, but it's designed like when you cut your moonshine with a little drop of the sun.
Got it. That's actually really cool. I never really thought about the moonshine dewdrop. I like that.
Sammy says, Joe, what were you mixing with last time we were all out there? Honestly, whatever liquor we had. Like, if we had tequila, Sundrop, tequila, orange juice, or Sundrop, tequila, lemonade is great. Vodka, orange juice, Sundrop, vodka, lemonade, Sundrop is great. If we had George Dickel or Jack Daniels, you can just mix that directly with the Sundrop. You don't want to add lemonade or orange juice.
I.e. pinball. rated
I.e.
73
pinball.
people.
It is the universal mixer.
Take my hats off if I could. I.e. Pinball, Carl, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. And I don't know if I've had the opportunity to congratulate you, but amazing job on obtaining a partner on Twitch. I stopped by a little bit earlier, saw that you were playing Avengers, I think. Stream looks awesome, as usual and expected. So if you're just joining us, we're playing some Rush LE this evening.
Very well deserved, Carl.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I didn't catch that because I popped by the stream too, but I missed that partnership announcement. Way to go!
God, the flow on this game is getting like once I find it, it feels really good.
Surreal, any update on the kitten count?
I believe it's still stuck at 4 with probably 2 in the bag, so to speak.
Who's still stuck in Alcatraz?
Yeah, it would. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was asked to leave the room. They weren't appreciating my humor.
I don't understand how a pregnant woman currently giving birth couldn't find that hilarious at all.
Well, I didn't say it to a pregnant woman. I said it to my wife, who was not pregnant, but delivering cats.
I thought you were actually saying...
I don't know. It is very stressful in there, and I don't know when to shut up, so it all checks out. I think it's okay, though. We haven't lost any, so that's good.
That's
Apparently,
good.
that's a thing that is a likely scenario. to lose one.
Manu sent you the new sound on Discord.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to send that to me as well, Manu?
Test Fisher new rushes are shipping with V4 scoop savers.
Wow, they went through 4 different versions?
4 different versions. Mine seems to be doing okay right now. Hit the scoop. What do I need to hit right now?
Also, George is my other mod. I'd be happy to set up an intro sound for you, should you decide to stop by again sometime.
I'm in.
Ever.
Count me in.
Test Bishop thinks George is on the V2 saver.
I'm on the what?
The V2 scoop saver.
Oh, it definitely is the same one that came out with all the LEs. I haven't done anything else to it. Let's see. We need 2. And that's gonna reset
That's
this guy.
amazing.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just heard the sound that Manu sent you. It's incredible. Nice work, Joe.
That was supposed to be a farcically bad example of like what Manu would not want, and
Oh, you don't give that to streamers. Don't do that.
Love how this machine has separate minutes, hours, and years mechanics. Man.
oh no, MPT3K enhanced it. Wait, now I want to hear it.
Yeah, now I kind of want to hear it. Okay, we'll get it switched over.
Yeah, George, if you can play that in a
I
way
could
that
play it if you'd like.
can
Yeah.
you route that through Discord, Surreal?
I can do that. Yes. I
please.
have the technology nowadays. Wait, what is this going to play on? Hold on. I need
Oh,
to make
no.
sure that I don't play it in Discord, though. That's important.
I'll allow it.
What?
Okay, sorry, bear with me. I didn't prepare for this.
Well, now
Let me
it's all.
see.
Yeah, it's all on you.
You didn't know there would be a quiz?
Preparing. What's with all the preparing? Just go.
I'll take that.
Okay, I'm sorry if this feeds back and it's horrible. Are we good? I'm okay. All right, let's see.
Timer.
See if this works.
Movie sign. It's Manu. Manu Smith. That's the Smith who brings the pinball riffs to you. It's Manu. Manu Smith. Manu Smith. Manu Smith.
Fantastic.
That's pretty great.
Should've
Okay,
put
that
through,
echo at the
like,
end is fantastic, Manu.
That was
should've
great.
put that through auto-tune or something. Give it some cool beat behind it.
Manu says, what happened to the rap music? Wait, was there supposed to be rap music behind it?
Wait, that wasn't rap music?
I did not hear any rap music.
All I heard was the vocal.
Oh, you might have a filter. If you have the voice filters on in Discord, it'll only let the vocals through.
Yep.
I've run into that before with having live musicians play on my streams. So you need to go through and disable all of the smart sense sound or whatever on your voice and video setting. Crisp, all that stuff.
Okay.
Noise reduction.
A lot
I
of
mean,
work.
that wasn't playing. That's exactly how it sounded on my side.
Oh, you didn't hear rap music either.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, Manu, you should know better than letting me do anything technical.
I find that hilarious. To anyone else who isn't familiar with why that was hilarious, Surreal is literally Mr. Technical, and I say literally in the most literal sense. Only. I don't know if I
Actually,
can.
technical is my middle name.
Yeah, I was waiting for Surreal to be like, I'm actually Dr. Technical. You know, I didn't go through 8 years of PhD electrical engineering to be called Mr.
Yeah, I'm actually degree less. True story.
Did you say you're a degree less or you're degreeless?
I am degreeless.
This man's out here operating without permits.
Correct.
What are we doing? We're
So
doing.
anything that I say it might kill you, so don't do it.
Okay, don't play Forza.
We should get you a shirt that says, not an engineer, do not allow this man to operate locomotives.
That's good, actually. Yeah. If I'm working on circuitry, it might be a good idea to dial 9-1 and just wait.
This is gonna suck.
Perfect person to take crypto advice from.
Well, my crypto advice is just don't, but, you know.
Oh, okay, Mono just sent me this on my own. It actually does have music behind it. The one he sent me does.
Okay. Interesting.
Come on. Hit. There we go. There we go. 200,000 combo. We're now in 2032. All game timers extended. We need to shoot the far loop. I don't actually know what it said. All right, we're good.
So George,
gonna
what
let
is what are the specs of the laptop that you have on order? And
Ooh.
what brand?
It's no, stop. All right, it is an i9 12000 series, 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte, NV something version 4. I don't know. The what?
NVMe.
NVMe, but then there's like a number afterwards that seems to be getting bigger and bigger. It has the new 3080 Ti NVIDIA video card in it. And something, I think the RAM speed was faster than I remembered. It's like DDR6 or something. So rather than being 330 or 450 megahertz, it was slightly higher. I don't know.
Have a great night, Snivy. Thanks for stopping in.
So it dances really fast.
Night,
Yes.
Dance Revolution 6. That's what you do.
It
That's-
sounds disgusting in a wonderful way.
Yep. And that gets here tomorrow.
Nice. What size screen?
15 inch.
Is it MSI?
Asus.
Asus.
Asus, yes.
Higher
Do you
peak.
think it's
not a
capable
particular
of
spec, just
streaming
pennies.
the stream to Discord?
I'm so sorry. Say it again.
Oh,
There.
sorry. Go ahead. Dice.
Oh, I already said what I was going to say. You go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, is it capable of simultaneously streaming to Discord?
That is
I'm
the hope.
watching you on like a 5.5 second loop, so
I know, or delay as opposed to loop, but yeah.
right.
Although
delay.
watching me on a 5-second loop, that sounds super fun.
Yeah, we could all pick our favorite 5 seconds of George and just watch it whenever we want.
Ooh, I like this.
What a delight.
Mine in off.
This is the new Twitch meta. Is we're gonna do loop streams.
Oh, okay. Y'all will love this, but also hate it. I tried to do a TNA stream, and there was a problem with the video capture on connected to my laptop, the HDMI capture, and it was looping the audio, but it was doing live video from the game, and so it was looping the narrator saying reactor over and over again. And people kept commenting in the chat like, wow, they sure say reactor a lot in this. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of reactor mentions in the callouts. It took me 30 minutes to realize what they were listening to, which was just the woman going, reactor, 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 reactor. For the whole, like, meanwhile, like, me and my sibling Sean are talking over it a lot, and like, you know, occasionally I'm seeing these comments and I'm like, look, it's a game about nuclear stuff, there's gonna be reactors in it, I don't know what your problem is. Womp womp.
That's awesome. So that has the newest rev of software on it. Did you by any chance, did you have a conversation yet with Scott?
I still need to do that. That's like, honestly, George, my queue right now is insane. I am so far behind on scheduling all of the things. But it's something I'm definitely planning on doing while I have the machine.
Okay. On the other side, Manu, I have your sound. Updated. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't know how to actually reset Streamlabs chatbot, I'm gonna reopen it. And then Manu, when he types, we'll be able to hear his new sound together with the rap music.
You could get a say
And then everybody else could type after that.
Yep. And yes, it was Republic of Gamers. I can probably pull up the actual specs as opposed to speculating as to what it was. I know I just pulled it up recently too, because it was supposed to be here a week ago and then 2 days after that. And then it was supposed to be here on Friday and now it's coming on Saturday.
I don't think he restarted it yet, Manu.
I just restarted it. So it's got Sir Snarf speculating. There you go. So Manu, you'd have to do it just one more time. Just one more.
with feeling.
Hors d'oeuvres. George, don't. Oh, I totally unlocked my phone on camera.
Sammy, he's doxed himself so many times doing that.
Can't
Look at
tell
that,
you how many
arriving-
George's passwords I've known.
And there's my address.
Manu Smith, that's the Smith who brings the pinball riffs to you. It's Manu. Manu Smith, Manu Smith, Manu Smith.
Nice.
That's awesome. That was awesome. I love it. Yes. Okay, so what is it? This is the Asus ROG Strix Scar 15 NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, Intel Core i9 12900, 32 gigs of DDR5. Sir Snarf, you were correct, not DDR6. 1 terabyte. Oh, I thought it was 2. Darn it. Whatever. And then I think that was pretty much all the pertinent stuff. But here's the fun thing: is I just ordered, because this has a Thunderbolt 4 connection on it. I just ordered an external enclosure that goes from Thunderbolt to a PCI Express card. So I'm gonna take the Elgato 4, the Elgato Camlink Pro, which has 4 ports in it, and put it inside the box and connect it up via Thunderbolt to the laptop and stream from the laptop. And I got that idea from Pinball Princess Jillian, who is here. Welcome. That was your idea, and I just made it happen today. I will have the case on Wednesday. And never looked back. That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to give that a try because my new laptop has Thunderbolt 4.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know how that goes. My concern is that we still end up with issues with disconnecting and reconnecting. But I think I cleared that with Jillian. That you, as long as you don't disconnect and reconnect the external module, you can connect and reconnect devices to the HDMI ports without any issues. It'll be bleeding edge till Q3. What happens in Q3, Test Bishop? Does something else come out?
Yeah, Thunderbolt and Lightning 7. It's very, very frightening to me.
Are you joking right now? Because
I am absolutely joking.
okay.
Galileo. Here, I'm gonna go get a cat update. I'll be back in a minute.
I was gonna say, I actually want to go grab a snack real quick, so I'll be back too. But see you in a bit.
I wanna drink. I'm out. God. So once you can find this left orbit, the amount of flow on this game becomes kind of cool. If you can also then find any shot on the right. Like I guess if you can hit shots, it feels really good.
Jillian, FYI, be patient when loading the Thunderbolt as it's usually disabled in boys.
It's usually disabled what?
In boys, B-O-I-S.
BIOS.
Oh, got it.
It was disabled on her Z498.
Okay, that's actually really good to know.
Queen Dirkley says, no drink for you, George, only pinball.
I'll get there. So, was anybody else's kid really sick today?
I have to say no, mine was not. Industry insiders believe the RTX 4070 will arrive alongside other RTX 4000 cards in September of 2022.
Okay.
Can the new architecture really be that much or better than the 3000 series?
Like maybe if they figured something out that they didn't.
Hey, I like the shirt in the video will have dozens ready for launch.
Well, aren't the new cards gonna have like subscription services? You pay by the month or something. I was
What?
reading that. I was reading an article where they're gonna be charging like a monthly fee. Instead of you buying like this crazy price card, you pay like a lease fee or something.
I'd rather just pay the price up front.
What?
High score achieved. High score achieved.
Well, now you can go get that drink, George.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go get a drink. I don't even know what that was. Oh, the 6X memory, okay. I feel like the same jump as the 1000 to the 2000 series. Okay. I'm not sure NVIDIA will have dozens. Okay, that statement makes more sense when I read it out loud to myself. Hey, last person to do something, IE Pinball. Does anyone know Carl's initials? Something K, something D? Sure, we're just gonna go with the space.
But you'll be able to play any games off of their cloud. Oh, now that's interesting.
You went from the 1080 Ti to a 3080 Ti. I'm excited that the laptop I think is going to own. And the biggest issue was the limitations on USB. And I think with Thunderbolt and that external module, I don't think I'll have those issues. So I think at that point then I can sell my desktop, which I have just dedicated for streaming. Now,
Can you speak on the legal implications of you suing your insurance company, or is that no longer happening?
don't know. I finally, as of like 2 o'clock last night, actually went through and submitted for approval everything. So I got kind of feedback from the insurance company that they likely weren't going to cover. Hold on a sec. That they likely weren't going to cover a majority of my stuff. I think they will cover the laptop though. So I made sure to document everything and get it all back to them as, I guess, as well documented as possible. A little bit of slackage, and sent off everything yesterday. So hopefully get something back at the end of this week, and then can decide what to do after that.
Shouldn't that mat be spun the other way around so it says hello to whoever's walking in instead of leaving?
Say it again?
That's only if it's on the outside of the door.
That mat on the floor behind you, shouldn't it be spun around so it says hello to whoever's walking in instead of leaving?
Well, I have 2 mats, and because I didn't like any of the others, I got 2 hello mats. So outside it says hello, and inside it says hello. And I thought it'll be fine because of what's the movie with Sandra Bullock? The one where she wins or she has to get into a Miscongeniality, yes. And there's this whole moment in Miscongeniality where they talk about the fact that, however the word for hello and goodbye in Hawaiian is the same word. And she mentions, aloha. Well, doesn't, aloha, yeah. And doesn't that just get confusing? Like, wouldn't you just start up your conversation again as you're trying to say goodbye?
Forever.
I mean, not if you're Dinesh from Silicon Valley. He was all about that. Did you know in Hawaii the same word for hello is goodbye? How great is that?
I missed it over your intro sound, which just triggered.
Dinesh from Silicon Valley was so hyped that the same word for hello and goodbye in Hawaiian was the same thing. He's like, how great is that?
It is. So I don't know. So I ended up buying 2 hello mats. Hiya, Ice-Ski-Doo.
Hey, I skied you.
I was feeling left out.
So new beverage is this guy here, the Crown Royal Washington Apple at 7%. It's Canadian whiskey, apple, cranberry, and other natural flavors, along with carbonation and colored with vegetable juice. This is fantastic. Every person I have given this to, I think even... Hi, Surreal.
Love that.
It is great. Every person I've given this to, including Extra Paul, has really, really liked it. And Paul does not like very flavorful beers, usually. I guess it just depends. Mr. Hardlock, yes, this is so good. They also have a sweet tea, a peach sweet tea flavored one as well, which was very good. Also, Sir Snarf, camera is looking very crisp again. New camera. Yes, Sir Snarf, we have a ZV-1 facing us over here. So that's a Sony ZV-1. And then if we go to this one on the play field, this is a Sony a6500 here with a power zoom lens. And that was a Craigslist find, which is great. I was able to talk him down a little bit and got that one along with a second lens for a pretty decent price. You so fancy. Well, the problem is like immediately, not only had I agreed to go through and do, what was it? To do like a photo shoot for a friend of their new massage parlor that they just opened. But there was a whole bunch of situations where I really wanted and needed a camera to take pictures of Zoe at kind of like family events. And I didn't have a camera for any of it all within the span of 2 weeks. I'm like, no, this isn't acceptable. I need a camera. I didn't realize like how dependent I had become on it. And add to that,
You didn't have a cell phone?
It's a cell phone camera. It's actually, the cell phone cameras are pretty awesome, but that's not the point. I couldn't do the things I wanted to. No, I need real bokeh, not digitally enhanced bokeh. Business
Never.
expense, exactly.
Never say that again.
No. There's such a huge difference. You can see it in the pictures when you take a picture with your phone camera and it's trying to imitate bokeh as opposed to actual bokeh with a nice camera and a good lens.
Yeah, you know who doesn't care about that, George? The average photo viewer.
But I see it, and it bothers me knowing how much better it could have been.
Exactly, Queen Darkblade. The point that George had an excuse to buy a new toy.
Do you feel like it's Boken?
That's +1, Surreal.
Hey, all
I
right.
think that's like +5 because Dice just had like a belly laugh there. You don't see that.
I haven't heard you laugh like that at one of my jokes since the Satan's butthole at Christmas.
I think we clipped that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually downloaded that clip because I enjoyed it so much. Now the cat update is that there are now 5.
Ooh.
They seem to be living.
That's
and
a good start.
Put a picture in Discord.
Is there a runt, or are they all similar sized?
They all seem to be pretty similarly sized. There is one big one, so I guess there are 4 runts. There may or may not be one still in the chamber. We'll see.
Maybe there's a runt still in there.
Could be.
It was one big multi-cat, and it came out with glowing red eyes and said, "We are legion. We are one. Yet we are many."
Yeah, that was the red-headed one.
Have any of you ever used the speedtest.net app?
Not the app, but I go to speedtest.net all the time on the web.
I found I can just Google speed test and Google will run its own speed test.
If you have the app, press the go button, but don't let go. Keep holding it and keep holding it and continue to hold it for a good 30 seconds, and you will see the most terrifying, dead, evil cat that used to be named Ookla, which I guess they named the company after. And it's just so creepy and scary. It's just like haunting. It's insane. It's worth downloading the app just to try it out. It's funny.
I mean, I want to try it out now, but I'm also slightly worried.
It's just creepy. It's like, what on earth?
Bambi, if you want to add me on Discord, then I will send it to you.
I'll take that.
Do you guys know what else that voice I did is good for?
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Yep, that's,
Yeah, that's,
Dr. Claw for
Claw.
sure.
Yes.
Is Frisco in Discord? I think so.
Frisco? Yeah.
I mean, this
Oh
isn't
my
a
gosh.
particularly flattering picture of my, well, it's not my cat yet. I guess it is. I don't know.
I mean, once you've given birth to a cat's babies.
Yeah, we've housed it giving birth, so I guess, yeah. I guess the damage is done.
You sound so happy about cereal. You're like, great, we have cats now.
Well, look, I like to think that I'm not manipulated a lot, but we do have many more animals than I had input about. So, yeah, but it is a cute cat.
I want to see this
You
cat.
can always supplement the added expenses by just making an Instagram account for the cat.
Aw. I see the
You can also
cat.
reject Facebook and rent rack space in your local data center, mount your own bare metal server, and bring, cat photographs over there on a floppy disk. You don't have to use Facebook.
That's true.
Why do you fear the metaverse?
Why don't I send you a 5 1/4 inch floppy and then let you just figure out how to read it these days?
I am seriously. I'm at the point where it's like at least not quite enough servers to go rent a rack, but almost enough. And I'm like, I'm this close.
Pull the trigger.
Not good. Not good.
MPT3K writes, George, you should be looking at the Sony ZV-E10 for a guy like you.
I tried to. The problem is nobody on the internet is selling a Sony ZV-E10 today. You have to wait like 6 months to get any good cameras and anything on Sony's cinema line. You can't get the A7S III. You can't get the FX3, you can't get an FX6, you can't get the E10. None of those are available right now unless you want to pay almost, I think I saw one on eBay for like $1,400. And that was just with the kit lens it comes with. It's
Sammy was just looking at tickets to that game you guys were talking about going to. I think they're
Alex, I just saw that.
in Denver that weekend, so the tickets on the Giant side are twice as expensive as the rest of the park.
Uh-oh, does that mean that Sammy's gonna be sitting on our side?
Which means you just get to roast the entire game.
I so don't care about sports, but knowing that Sammy is a fan of the Giants, I'm going to become the biggest... What's the name of the Colorado baseball team? Rockies.
That's
I'm going to
probably
be
the Rockies.
Yes.
If I'm not
Fort
confusing it with
Lights.
the Flintstones.
I'm going to become the biggest Rockies fan just for that game.
Sammy says you're off to a great start.
Yes.
Manu saw all your gear on Craigslist.
I'm sorry?
Manu saw all of your gear on Craigslist.
Whoa, Manu, wait a second. You saw a laptop, an Edelkrone slider, and a camera. Frisco's...
What a bargain.
Oh, hi, one of my other cats.
It's real. I'm just gonna respond to this. Yeah, I'm on board.
Alright, well, I guess I can make an executive decision.
We are moderators.
That's true. I wield unlimited power.
Unlimited. Oh, Sammy's in the group.
If you'd like to join us in chat, Sammy, you are now able to.
Sammy is in chat.
Sammy!
Hi, Sammy. Also, that was a great intro sound.
We'll wait for Sammy to unmute the mic.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I have a microphone actually now.
Were you trying to talk into your hand before and it wasn't working?
No, I just have to plug my microphone in each time.
I do the hand talking thing all the time accidentally. Okay, so
you didn't-
Sammy.
You didn't get to hear your intro?
Oh, yeah, I heard it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Wait. Was,
Not that stupid song again. You said I can never escape that song.
I just don't, I feel like awkward interrupting people when I start to talk and then the song plays, and I'm like, I didn't want to interrupt you. But I guess that's the point? I don't know.
Gonna make your grand entrance.
Surreal, that cat on your desk has some mad whiskers.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the Tux cat. She's my favorite.
she's fancy.
She is fancy. She's being very sweet and also biting me a little.
I mean, it goes hand
it's a
in
good
hand.
bite.
It does. It's like, oh, I hate you only a little.
Did they bite you? That's a love gesture.
Yeah.
They're not trying to hurt you. Well, sometimes they are. Not. Yeah, you have to know the difference between the different bites.
The inner machinations of a cat's mind are an enigma.
Yes.
Yes. That felt good.
Well, you
that
didn't
felt
see
good.
any cats in my place, Manu, because you said you didn't want them around. So I hid them. I shipped them off.
Wow, called out.
Harsh.
Manu, are you allergic?
You!
No, honestly, my two cats that we've had this entire time absolutely disappear when new people are in the house. So
Hey, me
Yeah.
too.
Same.
I really like cats. I had cats, but it turns out that I've been allergic to cats my entire life.
Oh no.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, I've
I
got
think I
Matt.
might be allergic to people. Oh,
As soon as I have a spare $4,000, they're breeding a specific type of cat in France now that's actually hypoallergenic. So once I have a spare $4,000, I will be picking up one of those kittens.
are those cats without skin?
No, they look like a cat version of the Snuggle Bear on the Snuggle fabric softener label.
God.
I think they have to have skin. I think it's fur that they don't have.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they have feathers instead of fur or something. They've got like down.
I mean, I think most things need skin.
Nah, they're born inside out. It's this new thing.
Yeah, this cat was swung over the bar, like Inside Out Boy.
Skinless, boneless cat.
Oh no.
That's yeah. The boneless cat is the new fad. They just kind of flop around all over the place.
It's a
but
real
good
good
smugglers.
cats. Those are just cat nuggets.
Jelly cat.
Oh, that was the
Are you
game? Oh.
breaded? Yes, you are.
I'm
Oh, why do
everyone
I-
can tell at what point of the chat my weed started kicking.
Actually, she usually doesn't plop herself down on my desk. I think she's honestly concerned with whatever is going on in the guest
Cat
room.
world.
I mean, there are cats coming out of another cat, so yeah, I can see why that's concerning to her.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they haven't met because the stray probably hasn't been vaccinated or any of that stuff, and you can't do that while she's pregnant and all that stuff. So we've got like 2 more months of quarantining this cat in this one room, which I feel bad about, but it's just that's what has to happen, I guess.
Well, now you've assumed the responsibility for all these kittens. Do you have to like get them all like spayed and neutered and up to
No,
the snuff before you sell them?
Well, much to my
Give them all.
surprise, look, the you know, there was a point of Sophie's choice kind of thing where because the mom seemed really young. We don't know anything about her, and if there was a chance that she wasn't even going to survive labor at all, but she apparently has, so that's great. But you know, so there was a period where the option of not doing that was being discussed, but that isn't what we did. So instead, you know, the decision was made that the kittens were going to go to non-kill shelters. But as it turns out, I think like 4 of them are already spoken for, and there are 5.
Nice.
So yeah.
I think you've spoken for the 5th one then.
Well, we've spoken for the mom.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
she's-
That's good.
Yeah, she's going to stay here. There might be 1 or 2 that go to a shelter or something like that. Look, it's an incredible investment to spay.
Yes, I know.
Spay or neuter 6
Yeah, it
cats,
is.
but-
Oh my
Don't you have
gosh.
to wait 6 weeks or something? 6 months? It's
Yeah.
not something that you can do when they're born anyway.
No, it's
No,
it's not very long. I think it's like 2 months,
cats,
eight
you know-
weeks or something.
They're less expensive than children, but they're still expensive.
I don't think they recommend
it's-
spaying or neutering your children.
I don't know having them, but okay.
think it's like $500 or $600 a pop, so it's not.
No, that's definitely not true because I've had my cat, whatever the female version is, and I think it was maybe a couple hundred.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're overpaying then, but
Literally.
I mean, maybe you're paying for the upscale vet though. Like the experience when you go into the vet is they bring you a cigar and a glass of wine. Whereas if
think
someone
that
goes in
is
there,
what
they're like,
it
"You want
is.
some water? It's in the tap."
Yeah, I don't go into the vet because of COVID, so I don't get any experience. I'm definitely being overcharged.
well, we do tend to we opt for the water spay usually, where they can have the natural in pool type of thing. I don't know. Yeah, that was a good joke. Anyway,
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
going
Pretty
along
sure
with you. It's like, I don't know about that.
George, you look like you wanted to say something in your own stream.
No, honestly, I'm just loving this chat right now. If I had something, it's already gone. That was great.
well, that's why you invite the 9 of us.
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
He doesn't have to worry about entertaining anybody. He can just worry about, succeeding.
That's right. This is actually a brilliant move.
It's the Brady Bunch.
Although I don't know how much, or I don't know how entertaining talking about, like, paying cats is, but,
Well, apparently it's going great.
I mean, keep in mind, most other channels at this point, like if you're like looking at cable television, it's all infomercials. So it's like, yeah, you got spaying cats and pinball over here, but somebody else is trying to sell another towel. Like, I think we're beating the towel people.
I would agree.
Beating the towel people, a wonderful endorsement.
By the way, we are beating them as in, like, we are doing better than they are. We're not actually, like, hurting the towel people.
No,
was implied?
we are not whipping anybody.
Even the resistance.
We're beating them with towels. I don't know.
I believe that's called a rat tail.
George, Sir Snarf wanted to know if you know what your next show is that you'll be attending.
Oh, so going to Expo, already, it's over there. Going to Expo, got tickets for that. And that's in September, October? I think
It's in October.
October. Now, I think there's a few other people potentially going to that show, maybe even in this stream right now.
I got my hotel room.
Yep.
Oh my
Yes.
God, Mr. Hardlock.
Mr. Harlock.
Jedi.
Jedi?
Yeti McMuffin.
That one is definitely happening. Pintastic maybe happening.
Okay, Princess Jillian says I might go, depends on FOMO. Last year, I couldn't go to Chicago Pinball Expo because it was the same weekend as the Nashville Pinball Expo. And I was just like, I gotta support my local show coming back after COVID, right? It's not actually called Nashville Pinball Expo, it's called Music City Multicon, but like, that's what it is. It's our pinball event every year. And so I was feeling kind of like, I missed out. I really should have gone up to Chicago, but I feel like I made the right choice. And I was finally vindicated like 2 days ago. Because apparently I filmed Billy Mitchell playing Pac-Man at this event, and it's now being used in a lawsuit to prove Billy Mitchell is a liar.
Again?
More of this story, Joe.
Okay, so Billy Mitchell, who was one of the subjects of the documentary King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters, has made all sorts of claims about setting world records that other people have said he cheated at, and he has sued them for defamation, claiming they're lying that he's a cheater. And one of the people he's suing is now using my footage. So they had this big announcement. Billy Mitchell is about to set a world record for a perfect score in Pac-Man, right? And so my daughter and I walked over to where we could see the projector and where Billy was playing. And I was like, let me film this. I'll put this up on my YouTube channel. Maybe somebody will think it's neat, right? It turned out he lied about having a perfect score.
Oh my god.
And so that one of the big things in his defamation lawsuit is he's like, well, I can't be a cheater because all these people witnessed me accomplishing these goals or whatever. And the fact that he, like, in front of like an audience of like 1,000 people said that he set a perfect score in Pac-Man and didn't. And I have
And no
video.
one noticed it at the time?
Well, actually, the funny thing is when I upload it, somebody goes, "That score's 5,000 points too low. I think he calculated it wrong." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know what random guy on the internet says." But then so it turns out this week that this guy who's using it in the lawsuit's like, "This score's 5,000 points too low because it happened earlier in the game." I'm like, "Oh wow." So I missed Chicago Expo, but I have accidentally helped bring down Billy
Did
Mitchell.
you become a witness?
Yeah. So I guess I'll take it, you know.
Someone get Joe.
He has a lot of legal problems at this point. The walls are coming down, it seems like.
Yep.
I should sue him for that crappy hot sauce he made. That was terrible.
Well, now might be the time to get it, unless you like prison hot sauce.
It's basically repackaged Frank's.
Okay.
Wait,
Sorry.
prison hot sauce or?
I imagine that's like prison wine, except
I mean,
spicy.
Frank's is kind of a commodity.
I don't know. As I say, I don't know what you would make prison hot sauce out of.
Yeah, well, I think you'd have to let
don't
it
wanna know.
ferment in
It's-
like
I
a
don't
Ziploc
wanna know.
bag
That's not
in
the
a
question
ceiling of
you
a
asked.
library. Yeah.
It's the question I asked and then immediately regretted it.
Ramen juice and flavor.
And immediately regretted it.
Pop Dog, nice to see you.
Hey, Op Dog.
This is where I'm going to be bowing out for the night, guys. I'm trying to get back to a normal sleep schedule, and the edges of things are starting to get dancey.
Welcome
Okay.
back, Dice.
Totally fair.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Tell him a joke. Quick, Surreal, tell him a good joke so he laughs himself to sleep.
Satan's butthole. That's all I got.
And that worked.
Oh, it's great being here. Good having you in here for the first time, Sammy. Hopefully I'll definitely be in here again.
Have a
Yeah,
good
that
night.
is-
It's nice to talk to you.
Yeah,
Next
glad
Monday,
you're here.
for sure.
Good night, everyone. Someone please try to ping me via any form of electronic communications if it seems like this is the night that George is going to beat this game.
I don't think the mode is in here yet.
Apologies, I
The
thought I
wizard
was on
mode.
push to talk, and I've been like blowing my nose and stuff. My bad, y'all.
Didn't hear it
We
even
haven't
once.
heard
It's been muted.
Have a great night, you Dice.
Yeah. Dice, have a good night.
Okay.
Thank you so much for hanging
Good
out.
night, guys. Oh,
See you, Dice.
already gone.
I am missing every shot right now. Okay. Help defend. There's George in a float. Jedi, you definitely did not jinx me. That said, last week, by the way, was my... I think my audio just died because I can't hear anybody right now, but I see the mic going up.
It
Hello?
just happens that nobody's talking.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I don't
wasn't
think anyone
talking. No,
was talking.
I was freaking out because it's like my mic keeps saying I'm transmitting, and I thought I was on push to talk, but it says I'm transmitting. I think something's up with Discord.
I think there's something up with Discord because I was just watching the volume adjusting. But I can hear you guys now. Sorry, that's my
I'm
bad.
seeing everything accurately, so I'm seeing the little like light up thing every time somebody's talking. So
I think it was just one of those rare occasions where none of us were speaking.
Okay, that was it.
Hello, Shannon Stafford. Welcome.
Hi, Shannon Stafford. Chaotix, hello. All right. So I don't actually know what I'm trying to do right now. I think, I'm in Working Man because these are orange colors, and the orange colors are associated with pylons, as we've been told, or orange work cones. I had no idea they were called pylons, though. Oh my gosh, get over there.
Wait, do you mean traffic cones?
Yes. Traffic cones are evidently called pylons by somebody.
British, I think.
Is that okay? Is that like the British term for them?
I think so.
Yeah, I can ask in the morning. It's too late over there now.
Is that Zombie Cleo?
No, Badger Spanner. I don't know if you've met her, well, online at all, because like you usually stream late at night, but
friend from Norway awake. What are we asking Europeans?
Pylons?
If traffic cones are called pylons,
On it.
or the pylons, the big skinny ones that aren't actually cones.
I think in the South we call the skinny
Traffic
ones.
cylinders.
We call the skinny ones pylons, and then we've got the cylinders. Those are called like water barrels, because they fill them with water so they don't blow away.
Well, those are the big barrels. I'm talking about the 4-inch diameter, long orange things that they use to differentiate lanes.
Yeah, they look like sticks. Those ones I think are called
Yeah.
pylons here.
Or
Hi,
do
Ski-Doo.
the bars on the side of the wall, those supposed to go the same color as well?
Yes. Now, Philips Hue and Govee evidently have slightly different variations on the colors. Like, I can see this, like, red, white, kind of off-white color on
Supposed to be
the Philips
outrageous
Hue.
orange.
Okay. This is definitely... Okay, I can see it being outrageous orange on Philips Hue. But
I'm gonna
on
try
It
the
looks outrageous.
Bright green.
bright green,
For
nice.
Joe.
Kelly green.
Oh no. Okay. I was gonna turn it lime green for Joe, but he's already turning it.
No, I was just changing it to Kelly green.
I like that I can see your script pop up on your machine as that happens, George.
How are you seeing the script pop up on my machine?
Because you have your streaming PC in frame.
In frame with, oh, you can see it actually here, like on the camera. Okay, cool.
That
Yeah,
is
it
correct.
literally
He did
runs
Discord
the
call,
script.
too.
You freaked me out there for a second. I'm like, dude, I knew that you were really good with computers, but come on.
Wow,
I
the
also
room
see
looks
my
so
cats
weird.
Oh yeah.
in the Discord.
Green's good.
The green looks so weird in the room.
Yeah. So that's because it's 30C 30C. That's just something I have memorized for when I'm testing web dev stuff.
Making George look like Kermit.
Well, this is what Pinball in the Matrix looks like.
That'd be a good redemption. I'd like to
Time for George to sing the Rainbow
going down the
Connection.
screen.
It's not bad, actually.
That-
I have so many things written down, and just I haven't had enough time to implement a lot of them.
It is really
We're
hard
getting
to
there.
sing like Kermit. I spent like 45 minutes on that about 2 weeks ago, which is arguably part of why I don't get enough sleep, because it was like 1 a.m. And I was like, I bet if I just watched the tape one more time, I bet I could really nail it. It's like at the end of the day, it still came out like, why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are magic and also illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. And then I would drift into this Massachusetts like JFK accent, and I was like, I can't do this.
We had a pitcher for the Giants that was like a better Kermit the Frog impressionist than he was a pitcher. And so I really hope that he's like opened up a new career for himself with that, because he doesn't play baseball anymore. But I totally like appreciate the difficulty of it and the fact that he was able to do that, like sounding just like Kermit.
Always good to have a backup, right?
Right,
It's good
yeah.
to have secondary careers.
Hop Dog asks, can we get a read of it as JFK? I mean, you can, but you're not gonna like it.
Let us be the judge of that.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are magic, but also illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide.
I like it.
Arguably better. Like,
Yeah,
not
that's
even
the sad
arguably,
thing.
definitely better.
That's the sad thing, is my JFK is better than my Kermit when I'm singing a Carrot song.
I'm not saying it's better at being Kermit. I'm just saying it's just better.
Now saying happy birthday, Mr. President, as Miss Piggy.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried to do a Miss Piggy voice. Happy birthday to you.
It's not bad. You gotta say Kermie, though.
To you. Happy birthday, my dear Kermie. Happy birthday to you.
I think there are worse ones. It's pretty good.
Started strong, yes.
Okay, I've literally never tried that. Whereas the Kermit thing I tried for like 45 minutes within the last 2 weeks. Okay, so
That was pretty dang good, I gotta say, for on the fly.
When I say started strong, I mean started strong was really good, and it kind of faded, but you get there. It was your first time trying it.
well, and that's the hardest thing I think about accents is maintaining them. Because anything I do, if I'm not careful, I'll just drift into the Irish Sea. Like I'll start off doing a New Zealand accent, and before you know, I'm somewhere between Scotland and Ireland, and it's hard to find on a map, but it's labeled the Irish Sea.
I mean, sometimes you waffle towards like the north, but also, yeah.
Squalito, hi there, welcome. All right, oh, that was ball 2. Okay, we're good, we're doing fine. You guys keep it up.
Did you make a commitment to do an entire stream with an accent?
I did make a commitment to do that at some point. Why? What was the trigger, though?
I don't know, but Jedi
Alcohol.
McMuffin just, yeah, probably.
It sounds like whatever the trigger was, it was you hit it. You've already
Right.
you might have set a goal and then the goal was hit, and now you have to do this at some point. Do you want coaching on accents?
I would love coaching on accents.
So my favorite accent, the one that brings me the most joy, is the San Dimas accent from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And for that, you just kind of have to open your mouth a little bit and smile more than feels natural and lift your arms up and be like, oh, what a foundational evening of pinball we have had. We came together as friends and we left as friends who played pinball together.
So, like, as the Californian of this group, I've never met a single California human being who sounds like that.
But you don't have to, because it was immortalized by Bill and Ted anyway.
Sure.
We choose to go to the moon. In this
We
decade
choose to do this
and do the
and the other thing, not
because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Is that a recording, ICDoo, or is that you just doing it?
That's just me.
Oh my God, that was great.
That was great.
I mean, you've geographically, you're pretty close to Boston anyway, aren't you? You're
Monty wants to join us, I think.
You're in
Almost
Maine.
speak that way.
Manu,
Yeah, but I don't
join
have
us.
Any type of accent like that.
Do you want to jump in, Manu? I will send you an invite, and then you'll have to leave again when you get sick of it.
Yeah, I love that Manu is always in this group except for when he gets annoyed.
Yeah, and then he's just out.
You know what? I get it. It's a late night call at like a really weird hour. I get the frustration with being in that call.
Yeah, he declined it, so let me send it again.
Come on, Manu.
I'm guessing Manu is actually testing the Rift Theater right now, and that's why. Yeah, he says no. I accidentally typed a ticket command here.
But also, come on, Manu. Come join us.
I imagine he has a ton of work left to do for the
I
Rift
know.
Theater, right?
No,
Manu
no.
promised the 15th.
It's good. We've got lots of fun things planned.
He's just making little polishing tweaks.
Surreal, can you say if the movie pick for Good Friday is something that ties back into Easter somehow?
Well, I didn't know that it was Good Friday until today when one of my other coworkers said, thank God we're off. And I said, why? Because it's Good Friday. And I go, well, now it is. So,
Now it's a great Friday.
yes. Now it is not an S Friday. So, I don't know what the movie is. I hope it's epic.
Epic was a great movie.
Well, but I mean, you could even do something like Harvey because it has a giant rabbit, or what else has a giant rabbit in it?
Who Framed Roger
Breaking
Rabbit?
news.
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You could.
It's not
Breaking
great
news.
for
European
comedy,
friend.
though.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
Because I'm answering the pylon question.
Oh,
So, Norwegian friend says that's a UK thing. They do call them pylons.
Okay, so I wasn't insane.
No.
Yay.
They call them a word I can't pronounce in Norway, but that's fine.
See, but what are
Does
the
it have,
Protoss
lots of
thing?
umlauts and something with a slash through it?
No, it's got a K. It's spelled KJEGLER, which is a combination of letters that doesn't work in my brain. Which is why I don't- Kajegler?
Just like it happened. It just rolled off your. It was
Yeah,
it was very well done.
it's pronounced exactly the way it's
But
spelled.
it could be pronounced Kjegler, because I think sometimes J's are like a Y? No? I don't speak Norwegian.
I mean, I actually did get Swedish lessons recently, but it was from somebody from Poland. So, I mean, my Norwegian is going to be very questionable at best.
Sounds like a sweet deal.
Ha! Another point.
I don't know why you're going to give me a point for that. No. No.
What?
I didn't
A
know there were
Swede
points.
deal?
I refuse that point. That was terrible.
The Swede deal? That was great. What do you get? Did I
guess
make
just
up a
don't know how to
pun?
Play this game.
It's not a game. It's real life. Puns are the thing.
That's true, but I haven't been keeping count of whatever it is that I have. I don't think that I've had any minuses. There might have been one or two.
I don't think we do
didn't know we were
minuses.
I didn't think we were being evaluated at all. I am not
It's
prepared for
constant
evaluation.
evaluation.
Yeah.
The test will come later, Joe. Don't worry about it.
I mean, luckily, I'm really good at tests because tests are usually structured in a consistent way, regardless of my knowledge of the source material.
Just as long as your answer is always C, you're statistically gonna do well.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Oh my god.
So I have a history degree, and like 90% of getting a degree in American history is being able to keep Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" straight in your head. Because then, if you're like, okay, I need to write an essay, it's like, how did this affect American culture? It's like, well, keep in mind this was occurring at the same time as the other three things in this verse of "We Didn't Start the Fire." You're done.
You know,
I really wish
recently.
that was the curriculum that I had.
Joe, I think you're the only history major that I've ever met who didn't go into law.
Well, so the thing is, there's two main
Coaching.
career tracks for history majors, military and law. My original plan, I was in ROTC to be part of Naval ROTC to be a Marine Corps infantry officer. And I had some medical issues and I got disqualified. And then I was like, well, I'm almost done with this degree anyway, so I guess I'll finish it. And then I thought about going to law school, but the 2008 recession hit and everybody decided to go to law school. And all of a sudden law schools were overpopulated and they were like, we're gonna have more lawyers than we have jobs. So I was like, I guess I'll fall back on my job of being a Linux sysadmin, which was like, or I'll fall back on my hobby of like screwing around with Linux servers, you know? And so I became a Linux sysadmin and developer.
I love how people's hobbies, or I love it when hobbies become jobs.
It's happened to me twice now.
Same. Although, like,
happened to
I've
me
never
as
gotten
well.
a full-paid job out of my hobbies. But I do have a part-time job with one of my hobbies.
So you are now admitting that this
Two
is your
part-time
job,
jobs.
George? Professional pinball streamer?
Don't let the insurance people hear.
Oh my god!
That's against
No,
Just
not. This
absolutely
is
not
a
professional.
hobby.
This is a hobby, amateur.
You can tell it's amateur for sure.
With all of the good quality cameras. Okay, like we gotta rethink this strategy.
Oh hey, we got another one. This one's got to go to Chaotix, who cheered 100 bits last. Chaotix, if you're still on, what are your initials? Oh, you're still on. You're right there. Yeah, my OnlyFans used to be a hobby. Look at me
Same,
now.
Manu. Same.
K.
Okay.
Well, when I say hobby, actually, so I used to write about sports for free. So that's not technically a hobby. That's like unpaid labor. So now I get paid for it. So I think that's not the same thing, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
It depends.
that sounds
Was
like
it a
crime?
was it a blog or were you an intern?
It was a blog, but it was owned by Vox Media, so it's not like they can't afford to pay people. I still work there, so I have to be very careful about what I'm saying.
Okay,
When I
yeah.
first started working for one of their sites covering the Golden State Warriors, unpaid, and the most I've ever worked.
Huh. That sounds kind of like a weird internship. Now,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Is that how you got into then sports writing? Was by like subscribing or being a part? Now, I'm curious. How did that come about? Was it they had an opening kind of thing, and they hired a bunch of people? Did you know someone? How does that start?
Kind of like a mix of all of the things. So when I first broke in, a lot of the Vox Media sports sites have like things called fan posts where they're like encourage their community to write posts, and then they promote them. And so I wrote a few of those that got like huge traction, and so then I got quote unquote hired by the site that covered the Golden State Warriors, and then that got the attention of the site that ran the Giants site that I currently work for and have worked for the last several years. And but then he brought me on, and he made sure that I got like some money. I think at first he paid me in coffee, which I appreciate. It was something.
Something.
But yeah, no. So later on, things have been restructured, and there are people that have like full-time benefits, all that kind of stuff, jobs. And then for people like me, who it's like it really is just a hobby for me, I get paid for it, but there's not like huge expectations, and also I can kind of choose my own schedule. So it's best of both worlds for me. But getting that first quote unquote unpaid job. It's not unpaid, or it's not a job if it's unpaid. It's something else entirely. But that did lead to getting better opportunities to the point where I actually got to cover the World Series in 2019. So that was really cool.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Yeah.
And they did pay me for that, so.
Okay, well, yeah, if you're going to cover the World Series, they should probably pay you for that.
Yeah.
Hello, Paul. Welcome in.
Hey, Paul. And just in time, it's 12:15 here in Colorado. I think that is going to be it for tonight. I thought I was still on the chat view, and I wasn't. Thank you, everyone. And when I say everyone, I definitely mean everyone. Sammy, welcome for the first time in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Joe Hills, Surreal, and I Ski Do, thank you each so much for joining as well.
You're welcome.
I think everybody here streams. So I'm going to go through the list. Check out twitch.tv/iskidoo. Check out twitch.tv/Joe Hills. Check out twitch.tv/Sammy Higgins, SAMI. And lastly, check out twitch.tv/surreal_7. All four of these wonderful people are streamers on Twitch and potentially other platforms as well. I know, Joe, you're also on YouTube very heavily and not Facebook. I can't think
Nothing Facebook.
and not Facebook, exactly. Does anyone else stream to other platforms right now? I'll take that as a no.
Oh,
One
sorry,
M.
Sammy.
Yeah, SAMI. Yep.
But George
awesome.
did literally spell it out, but
I was
changed
busy
me a zero.
typing during that time.
I appreciate it, Surreal. I appreciate you, Surreal.
Oh, and I meant okay.
Well,
Oh my God, I'm never doing this again. Forget it. You guys can do your own shout outs. Yeah, but I messed up Ice Ski Doos too.
Oh.
That's all right. Thank you for the thought.
I mean, you're the
Sure,
one
I'm
that
gonna
has the
shout out
ability to
Bumper
do
Nugget
it.
just because.
Shout out everybody.
just shout out everyone. You guys, thank you so much. New cameras were functional this evening. Everything looked okay. The playfield looks pretty good. I ended up having to drop some of the color down. I thought I had the ISO set correctly before I got started, but things were a little bright. So we got some of the external lights turned off. You can take off those and things start getting really, really dark over here. But yeah, really happy, I guess, with the quality again at this point. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back on tomorrow. I think tomorrow is, I'm going to be making a concerted effort to try to save Xandar on Guardians of the Galaxy. So hope to see you all then.
Ooh.
Yay.
And
Very nice.
I think that's it. You guys have a great night. And thank you again.
You too.
Good night.
Bye, chat.
Have you been inundated with ads and questions related to TPN's now famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings? Questions like,
TPN's pinball pudding is so good, it must be illegal, right?
What the fuck is pinball pudding?
How can a collection of content creators also be a pudding? That makes no sense.
and we hear you. You want to know what makes TPN so special? The answer is in TPN's secret ingredient. Simply, proof. Other puddings may say they have it too, but watch as they're unable to back those statements up.
Well, I'm not a crook.
Do we have evidence of that?
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Evidence? Evidence?
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? Right here. Not here or here so much, but right here.
That's evidence.
We built this city on rock and roll.
Again, request for more evidence.
You can't handle the truth.
Do we have evidence of that?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Evidence?
SOT TDI clean diesel with up to 814 highway miles per tank.
Do we have evidence of that? Evidence?
Isn't it time you gave TPN's famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings a try? And check your local retailers for these amazing original and fantastic new flavors from TPN's famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings. You asked and we listened. Each TPN pinball pudding package is packed with our special ingredient. The proof is truly in the pudding.